Day 1.
12 News at 10 starts right now. And right now we're following 3 breaking news stories right now at 10. We start in Glendale, where a child has been rushed to the hospital after getting hit by a vehicle while riding a bike. Sky 12 over the scene near 47th Avenue and Northern Avenue. Police shut down the road as they investigate. We are told that the child suffered critical injuries. Authorities have not released any information about the driver. Stay with 12 News for more updates.
More breaking news tonight. An unruly passenger forcing a flight headed to Phoenix to divert tonight. American Airlines telling 12 News that flight 744 from Atlanta to Phoenix had to make that diversion to Oklahoma City because of that passenger. We're told that officers removing the passenger from that plane. That flight now headed to Phoenix, and according to the arrivals board over at Phoenix Sky Harbor, the plane set to land around 11:30 tonight. We'll continue to follow this story for you throughout the night at 12news.com and have the latest tomorrow morning on Today in AZ starting at 4:26.
And just coming into our newsroom, the mother of the newborn baby who was found dead in a trash can at Sky Harbor Airport back in 2005 has been extradited to Maricopa County to face a murder charge. Officials say that Annie Anderson arrived here from Washington State just a couple of hours ago and was booked into jail. Anderson was taken into custody back in February. Detectives say that they used genetic genealogy to crack the nearly 20-year-old cold case. The medical examiner ruled baby Skylar's death a homicide.
Tonight, shocking new video is showing us the exact moments that a Phoenix officer was stabbed in the neck twice by a suspect. A security guard being praised as a hero for his quick actions to stop that suspect from getting away. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jonathan McCall, in Tonight for Mark.
And I'm Kadiva Devine. 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra spoke with the security guard and explains what happened in the moments leading up to that incident.
That security guard tells me he called the police on a group of people trespassing in this Quick Trip parking lot early Sunday morning. He says when he called the cops, most of the people left, but one stayed and went inside the store.
Hey partner, they want you to head out, okay?
Newly obtained body camera video showing a Phoenix police officer trying to guide a man who was trespassing out of a Quick Trip on Bell Road near 19th Avenue.
I think we might stop. Stop.
Within seconds, police say the man, identified as 33-year-old John Liddell Jr., pulled out a knife and stabbed the officer in the neck. From a different angle, surveillance video showing security guard Jameel Kellywood tackle the suspect to the ground.
Took him down, body slammed him, try to hold him down, but he has some really good strength, to be honest, so I had a good time wrestling with him.
It's a moment Kellywood tells me he replays in his head quite often.
I'm actually amazed that I didn't get stabbed myself. Seeing how effective the 6-inch blade was able to penetrate the officer's neck.
But he hadn't seen the video of the attack until we showed him.
It seemed like a long time. It really did seem like a long time.
The Phoenix Police Department is recognizing Kellywood and a store clerk for their quick thinking.
They saved our officer's life that evening, and their commitment to stopping this guy can't be overstated.
But to Kellywood, it was practically just another day at work.
That day was a little different than a usual day.
He says eventually he'd like to become a police officer himself, keeping his community safe beyond the Quick Trip premises.
Oh, it was fun. I ain't gonna lie, it was fun. I kind of thrive on the adrenaline.
The officer involved in this incident is still in the hospital. Police say he's healing well, but still has a long road of recovery ahead. As far as Liddell Jr., he was booked into jail on a number of felony charges. Reporting in Phoenix, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
That security guard definitely in the right place at the right time. Gabby, thank you. Tonight, Phoenix police also releasing video showing the moment an officer was shot back on March 29th. Police say that 3 teens seen in this video trying to rob 2 people in a white car in a parking lot at 35th Avenue and Southern. As Officer Harold Boswell goes to check out that scene, the suspects begin firing. Boswell was hit by the bullets and is at home recovering tonight. 19-year-old Jemiah Mower and 2 17-year-olds were arrested in the shooting. Authorities say that mower fled to Vegas after that shooting and is waiting to be brought back to Arizona to face charges.
New at 10, Yavapai County's Silent Witness is offering a $1,500 reward for information in a missing persons case that we first brought you last month. Shayna Feynman has been missing since March 9th. She was last seen near where she lived between Seligman and Peach Springs. Her family suspects foul play after her car, dog, and camping gear were all left behind. If you have any information, contact Yavapai County Sheriff's Office.
Tonight, the reward to find an arsonist in Yavapai County has now grown to $50,000. The Yavapai County Sheriff's Office says this man is suspected of starting that fire that caused more than $60 million in damages to the Legato apartments in Prescott Valley. He's also accused of damaging Bradshaw Mountain High School. Anyone with information on these incidents now urged to call the Yavapai County Silent Witness. That number, 1-800-932-3232.
Tomorrow morning, the Phoenix police officer facing federal charges related to child pornography will appear in court. Today, 12 News obtained the personnel file of Officer Alla Bartley. The records detail more than 16 years of service, but note that at least 3 cases Bartley investigated involved child victims, including one for sex crimes cases. Now, 12 News journalist Colleen Sikora asked attorney Benjamin Taylor if those cases should be reviewed.
Should his cases involving kids be looked at given the allegations that he's facing?
Yes, I mean, nobody's above the law, and no matter he's an officer, his cases should be looked at, should be reviewed to make sure that he wasn't doing anything wrong or illegal while handling these cases.
And you can listen to more of our conversation with Taylor online at 12news.com.
All right, let's talk weather tonight. For the first time this year, the valley topping the 90-degree mark, but there's certainly much more where that came from. Meteorologist Ginger Jeffries here tonight with a look at just how hot things will get tomorrow. Hey, Ginger.
Jonathan, since you liked it so much today, we're going to do the exact same thing tomorrow. Sunny, clear, dry. Yes, the desert weather at its finest, not quite up to that record value, but this is something I call summer training because notice how the day is going to play out. We're still getting some nice mild conditions in the morning, and we're really not seeing the heat until after 1 o'clock with, of course, the peak in the 3 o'clock hour. So that means you want to get outside, go for that hike earlier in the morning or later in the day when we start cooling off. This is, again, summer training simply because we're not seeing these high temperatures for the same kind of duration that we do during the summer for an hour or two. We're really only peaking for about 15 to 20 minutes. Meantime, the other component of the forecast tomorrow, we're going to start to see some stronger winds in the higher elevations. Now, the winds are going to bring around a major cool down. Temperatures are going to be dropping not just down from the 90s, but below our average range. Details on that coming up. My full forecast. Over to you.
All right, Ginger, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. Tomorrow, Vice President Kamala Harris will make her second trip to Arizona this year. She's expected to discuss reproductive freedom just days after the Arizona Supreme Court upheld an 1864 Civil War-era near-total abortion ban. This is video from her earlier visits to Arizona. Back in Phoenix in March, she also discussed reproductive freedoms as well. 12 News will have a crew in Tucson for tomorrow's event. You can also watch the Vice President's speech online at 12news.com and on the 12 News app.
Today, we got our first look at the ambulances that Scottsdale Fire will soon roll out on city streets. Startup funds for the units were approved by the City Council back in March of 2022. Earlier this month, Scottsdale Fire got approval to start its own ambulance service. It previously relied on third-party companies. Right now, Scottsdale Fire is training and getting ready. Fire Chief Brian Joseph tells us they're starting with a fresh slate.
We're getting ready to train our staff, get them all appropriately operational ready and mission ready, getting academies set up and all of our other contracts and whatnot necessary to make sure that our citizens, visitors, and residents have the best experience whenever 911's called.
And you can expect to see those new ambulances in late December.